Capricorn, welcome to my channel, Ortiz Apple Tree. Okay, we're asking Spirit to show us what you need to see. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. I've been premeditating on these cards before going on camera, so they are pretty much charged and ready. And then we have the Devil in reverse. Okay, accurate general messages. Okay, oh, all right. So we have the Lovers reverse with a Queen of Wands reverse, Three of Swords, Nine of Cups in reverse. You're going to keep in mind that these are very general readings, okay? So you want to receive what resonates and leave what does not. All right? Accurate general messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, North, South, East, and West. Spirit, show Capricorn what they need to see. Accurate general messages, please, for Capricorn. And we have turning your back, and then we have Jezebel. Okay? We have Jezebel and then turning your back. Let's get into these messages. Again, this is general. Receive what resonates. Leave what does not. All right, so Capricorn, we have here starting off with the Three of Cups in reverse. And this is the energy of overindulgence, also gossiping, bitchiness, like a lack of social life, a lack of friends, or canceled celebrations and miscarriage or canceled weddings, or just cheating in affairs from what I can overall see. Dealing with someone who is unfaithful. And it's like the connection with this person could have been a joy to begin with, but then it quickly fizzles out. And it could be a reunion with someone that you soon realize that they were out of your life for a good reason. You know, maybe you just had to go back to see one more time if they've changed or not. And you realize, okay, I realize why there's a detachment, why there's a disconnect, why there was a breakup. And so for some of you, this could even be a third party, you know, trying to sabotage something you got going on, gossip and rumors. For some of you, this is someone that's trying to seduce you for their own selfish reasons and not wanting anything permanent or anything long-lasting, or someone trying to seduce whoever you're with, or your person is just easily seduced or seductive. We have the Jezebel spirit. So I feel like watch your back with this one. You know, turn your back and then also watch your back. You know, we have turning your back on a Jezebel energy. And some of you may think, you know, well, what is a Jezebel energy? You know, many of us have heard about the person of Jezebel in the Bible. You know, it's the evil queen of Israel, murdered God's prophets, reinstituted the worship of foreign idols such as Baal in Israel. So when someone calls someone a Jezebel, it's a few things. First, someone who uses sexual persuasion to get someone to do something for them. And it could be a male or female, no gender when it comes to a Jezebel demonic energy. So you're dealing with someone that is a Jezebel, someone who has the power of seduction to woo you, to manipulate you, to control you, to use you. And this is not of what God wants for you, because it's not along the path of righteousness. And this person has a wicked nature. We also have the devil here. So, and we have you turning your back on someone who just wants to use you, and then just act as if, you know, they don't need you until next time they want to use you. A demonic spirit, you know, and it's driven by sexual appetites, and they're seductive, unrepentant, and destructive. And like all spirits of Satan, this is one that likes to cause division within your family, division within your heart, your mind, you know. So this is an energy where you have to kind of like resist the temptation of the devil, literally, and it will flee you. So you're called to detach and to be emotionally independent from this type of seductive energy to overcome this person. This is someone you're dealing with. They may have addictions that they have a hard time overcoming. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be able to reclaim your power, because we have here you resisting the temptation of this devil and turning your back on how this reading ends. So I feel like some of you are going to take back your power, and the influence this person once had over you is going to be lessened. So I feel like if you're stuck in a rut or feeling stuck in a relationship that's on its way out, you know, you're starting to come out on the other side. I feel like for some of you, it could be a close call with someone that could do something that could really damage you as far as your self-esteem, your reputation, your heart. We do have a broken heart here. So it's infidelity. It's definitely someone who is demonically led by their sexual appetite. And so I feel like, that in a way is emotionally abusive. Someone who's manipulating, controlling you, and Jezebeling you. I feel like for some of you, you're beginning to realize that you deserve better. Take back your power, Capricorn. The influence of this abusive person that they once had over you is lessening as you start to realize that you have choices. There is help for you out there. You deserve better. Okay, so I feel like you're more aware of their behavior and aware of your behavior that's hindering your search for love as well. We have the Lovers in reverse. So like I said before, this person has no intentions for long-term or commitment of any kind. So I feel like there's some type of disconnect, a lack of accountability with this person, and there's a detachment because I feel like you were really uncertain on the direction that this was going. And it's a need to remind yourself that, Capricorn, you're the master of your own destiny, and you don't have to blame the universe if a situation is not working out the way you want it to, and make sure it's not a result of choices that you've made by going back to someone who's clearly shown you that they're not wanting anything serious or long term. So, it's being accountable, learning from past mistakes, and then letting them go. Okay, and if you do that, then you're able to move forward in a positive direction and develop a deeper understanding of your true self, your values, your beliefs, and then you avoid repeating the same mistake in the future because you're able to turn your back on someone you once felt compelled to continue to go back to. I feel like the sexual energy here with this person, is great. You meet up, it could be a friends with benefits, but you and this person is not on the same page in other important areas. So I feel like maybe you became more emotionally invested in this connection, and now there's trust issues that is stopping you from jumping in fully, which is very necessary to, for a relationship to flourish. You got to be able to trust and jump in fully. So I feel like you have different goals, values, and hopes for the future than this Jezebel energy person does. And I feel like, this could have started off with the both of you feeling connected on many levels, but now you don't feel as close to this person as you used to, thank God, right? So I feel like this is an energy where a relationship is coming your way, but it may not happen as soon as you hoped. And that's because you need to clear out energies from dealing with someone who didn't have the best interest at heart for you. And so, that new relationship, that meeting someone new, is on hold until you're ready to turn your back on what's no longer serving you. So I feel like you don't want to pick partners for the wrong reasons. It's not based on how sexually connected you are. It's based on being on the same page in the end goal, so I feel like you want to make sure you connect with people in more than one way. A sexual connection, even an intense one, is just simply not enough to make a relationship work. And we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this could be someone that's just very, demanding, overbearing, self-righteous even. They act like they're a busybody. And I feel like this is someone who's a liar and unfaithful. Quite frankly, a liar. They'll exhaust you, they'll overwhelm you, they'll burn you out. So I feel like this is someone who could become spiteful when they realize they can't use you and manipulate you, and you're not going to feed into their sexual appetites anymore. So this is an energy where it's time to let go of anything that's not serving you and take charge of things in your life that you do have control over, and to make a decision that anyone that's lying to you, deceitful, unfaithful, troublemaker, whatever, trying to use you, confuse you, abuse you, you deserve better than that. You deserve much better than that. So be ready to let go of this person so that you can meet someone new that is on the same page of wanting something that's more, that is more of a quality. So, when you're dealing with someone who is all about sex and feeding their own selfish needs, what happens is a heartbreak, a betrayal, loneliness. What happens is confusion, distraction, misunderstanding and tears. Three of Swords, unhappiness, heartache, sorrow, and sadness. For some of you, you were dealing with someone who could have hurt you, could have deceived you. So maybe you had to sit down with this person, you had an open, honest discussion about how you feel, and maybe, it descended into an argument or nasty comments or or, you know, you realize you're not on the same page. If you become unhappy or disillusioned with this connection, then, you know, it's from a lack of communication and serious misunderstandings between the two of you. So I feel like it leaves you feeling alone again, and that's okay, because sometimes alone is what you need in order to heal. For some of you, this is a divorce, a breakup, a separation, legal matters because of infidelity and you know, third party interference. So I feel like for some of you, cheating, infidelity, definitely betrayal. So, you know, you could be struggling to come to terms with this grief. You'll have to deal with your grief in order to move on, though. But definitely with someone who cheats on their partner. And if someone really loved you, Capricorn, they would value and not put you in this position of heartache and pain. So we do have the Nine of Cups in reverse here, and this is shattered dreams in regards to dealing with, in regards to wanting to run to this person and be with this person. You know, it is an energy where, you know, not in a good place with this person. Both of you are feeling like disconnected to some extent. I feel like you're really disappointed with it. And to the outside world, it may have looked like everything was fine, but on the inside, there was unhappiness, a lack of fulfillment. And you don't want to settle for someone who looks great on paper, but they don't truly love, and then you regret it, you know. So someone you're dealing with this Jezebel energy, they have deep-seated, unresolved unforgiveness, unrepented sins, and deep-seated issues, and it causes stagnation with any connection that they're with, because they haven't had that inner, you know, truth and healing for themselves. So I feel like there's a lack of maturity to make a relationship work at the moment. So yeah, maybe you've been attracting the wrong type of person, and you got to work on building your self-esteem as well, Capricorn. Build your confidence to find your own inner contentment before you bring anyone else into the equation. Nobody else, no matter how amazing they are, can make you happy if you haven't found contentment within yourself. And I feel the same goes for this person that tends to just, you know, is very promiscuous and feeds their sexual appetite, whether they're in a relationship or not. So I feel like getting what you want, but it's like it's like you may have gotten what you wanted with this person, but now you find out it's not how you hoped it would be, you know. So you may have gotten what you wanted, and then you know, you lost it, or now you're feeling the devastation that it can actually bring, unhappiness, misery, lack of fulfillment. So that's not God's plan for you, you know. It's disappointment, a letdown. And so with that being said, you know, you're being called to turn your back on energies like this, you know, and it looks like you were really happy to go back and let your hair down and be with this person again. But I feel like now, you know, sometimes it's difficult for people to forget the person who hurt them the most, because they love that person selflessly with their whole heart. You know, you love this person with your whole heart selflessly. Unfortunately, it was unrequited. It was not reciprocated. And a loving heart can forgive. Your loving heart can forgive, Capricorn, and it can forget easily, even if the person has hurt you to the level that can break you. So you might feel like helpless without this person, and the idea of leaving this person makes you sad and depressed. And to avoid those feelings, you forgive this person, you go back to them because it makes you happy to be with them, like nobody else can make you feel happy. But in my opinion, that's not good. It's not good to yourself. Saying yes to this person is saying no to yourself, and doing such thing will only get you more and more hurt and broken, and this is just not a right thing to do for yourself. So you got to turn your back on a heartbreaker, on a Jezebel demonic energy, and you got to let go. So you want to focus on yourself, which is very important. Make those choices to address the hurt that you've experienced. When you think about a person who caused you pain, bring yourself back to the present, then focus on something that you're grateful for. Practice mindfulness. That's another way you can turn your back on a loser. You know, the more you bring your focus to the present moment, you know, you start practicing being present, and your hurt has less control over you. You feel the less need to go back to someone who is a dead end, and then you have more freedom to choose how you want to respond to living your life in the now and for the future. And be gentle with yourself and turning your back on people who've hurt you. You know, hurt is inevitable. Sometimes we may not be able to avoid pain. However, we can choose to treat ourselves kindly and lovingly. You know, and I feel like if your first response to not being able to let go or have to keep going back. It's a painful situation to criticize yourself. It's time to show yourself some kindness and compassion. Okay, allow the negative emotions to flow. Accept that this person will not apologize and will not change and is not right for you, is not healthy for you, and then engage in self-care. You know, engage in self-care. With this Three of Swords, it's very hurtful to be disappointed by someone that you love selflessly. But, you know, when we're hurting, it often feels like there is nothing but hurt. But, you know, you can practice self-care and look at setting boundaries, saying no, doing the right things that bring you joy and comfort, and listening to your own needs first. Again, saying no to this person is saying yes to yourself. But saying yes to this type of demonic energy is saying no to yourself. So don't allow yourself to lay down with someone who is not willing to get up and put the efforts in to make it work. I feel like the more you can implement self-care into your daily life, the more empowered you will be, and you will be able to just walk away and have and surround yourself with people who do fill you up. You know, the simple yet powerful tip can help you carry through a lot of hurt, and you don't have to do life alone. When you have family or friends or your kids that love you, that unconditional love can actually help you, and you can lean on loved ones and their support in a wonderful way that's not only limiting isolation, but reminding you of the good that is in your life. And give yourself permission to turn your back and move on. And if you're struggling to do so, you can seek professional help. If you struggle to let go of a painful experience, or you find yourself continuously going back to someone that's hurting you, you don't want to be like someone who self-sabotages your own love life by doing that. So you may benefit from talking to a professional, and sometimes it's difficult, you know, it's difficult. So you may need an experienced professional to help you, guide you through the process of turning your back and letting go, and creating physical distance, and creating a positive mantra to counter going back. You deserve better. You are lovable. You are worthy of care and love. And so, yeah, you can talk to yourself and move forward, and you can have a mantra that tells you yourself in times of emotional pain or feeling like you want to go back. You can try to reframe your thoughts by saying, you know, I can do better. I am fortunate. I am amazing. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. I'm worthy of appreciation. And then you can be able to find like a new path that is good and healthy for you. And then you can truly turn your back. With that being said, this is very general. So receive what resonates, leave what does not. Like, comment, share, and subscribe here at T Apple Tree. Until next time, Capricorn, take care.